Hello everyone, Cap here, and welcome back to some more Mechabellum. We will be checking out the mini tournament European today, and I will be spectating a couple of the high-ranked matches in this tournament. I know a couple of these names, not only a couple, I know basically the entire top 10 here or something, so I will be able to kind of pick out the, in my opinion, best matches possibly. So yeah, let's check these out in a minute. Hope you all are doing well. Also, let me know if the audio or something, if anything is off. In-game sound, music, my voice, if anything is too loud or something. Hello everyone. Hello Flexible Knot and Sunflow. How's it going? Really curious to see Lol, Andyy, Munqst, Sacco of course too. Sacco is fun to watch. I'm not sure. Andyy, I need to see the picture. I know Andyy too, I'm pretty sure. Cast is also very strong. But let's see what we get round one here. Alright. Lol versus Cast is probably the best match, at least like skill-wise. You can't always, or you can't predict how interesting the match is going to be, but I would spectate Lol versus Cast here. Very, very strong players. But a couple of good matches actually. Munqst here as well. Andyy versus Andyy also. Sacco Steelsane. Almost a classic. I feel like I see Sacco play versus Steelsane all the time. But yeah, let's spectate this one. Right, I haven't live streamed in so long. I'm hoping everything is working out right now. So I'm pretty sure I am live and the audio levels should be kind of okay. Let's see. So far so good, perfect. Let me also know about the in-game sounds once we are in a match. They are a little bit on the low side, because I kind of like that personally. I don't like to get my ears blasted by like nukes and stuff in-game that are way too loud. So I prefer to have those in-game battle sounds a little bit low. But it's basically as in the videos. I didn't change any setting for the live stream for the in-game audio. Alright, here, let's see. Lol starting Aerial, Arclight, Phoenix. I also really like the start. Phoenix and Arclights go so well together. Arclights clearing the chaff and Phoenix taking out whatever is behind. Plus the extra range actually kind of matters on the Phoenixes, especially obviously in a mirror. And Rhino Specialist for Cast. With Marksman and Mustangs. Alright, Lol doing the classic. This feels like the Lol special. Lul always aggressive on one side, asymmetrical push. And also it seems to me like every other game at least, it's with Arclights and Phoenixes. So this works. Never mind, probably listening to me cast. Instantly pulling everything back. No aggression. After all. I'm wondering what made him do that. Why he decided. Maybe because it's a tournament and aggression is a little bit more risky overall. So maybe it's more comfortable to play standard. At least that would be my personal opinion on this, but I have no idea what Lul is thinking. Thanks getting added by cast. Interesting setup here. Very also asymmetrical but standard. Kind of staggered. Arclights though going to have the times of their lives against all these Mustangs. Will come down to tower timings though, as it does so much round 1. Feels like most games round 1 are decided by tower timings. And yeah, looks like probably no tower debuff now coming in. Round 1 for Lul after all. Oh, maybe because, okay, I think Lul pulled back and didn't go aggressive because cast is Rhino Specialist. And Rhino Specialist usually gets played aggressively. And Lul didn't want to play aggressively against someone else who's also going aggressively with Rhino. So they have a better setup for aggression than Lul. You don't want to go into a aggression versus aggression matchup when you are not favored. Subsidized Mustang for Lul. Mustangs, I feel like the single S tier unit at the moment. Mustangs are so strong. You see them literally every game by both players most of the time, and the one person who doesn't go for Mustangs just loses. It feels like Mustangs need to be part of a composition at all times. And yeah, both players going for subsidized Mustangs. Imagine checking your opponent's card before locking in your position. Couldn't be me. Yeah, same. I still forget sometimes. I'm getting better, I feel like, or I have gotten better, but I still forget sometimes. And yeah, more Mustangs and some mobile beacon stuff here. I guess to stagger these Mustangs a little bit and also protect against potential aggression through the middle. Level 2 Arclight here already by Lul on the right side. Again, Arclights having the time of their lives here, but only for so long. It will depend on what cast is going to do. So for one, the Rhino will already make a difference, but also classic combo to go with Mustangs are Fortresses. And maybe cast goes for Fortresses and then all of a sudden the Arclights are just getting wrecked. You can see the starting SPC, so Rhino Specialist, you could see round 1 already, right away when the match starts before round 1 even. So you pick your starting card, Lul picks Aerial, and then when you are on the first screen before round 1, you can already hover over here and see what your opponent picked. And range coming out on the Mustangs in a Mustang mirror, and yeah, doesn't matter because cast also went for range on the Mustangs. In a Mustang mirror, range super important. It's in general, in my opinion, the best upgrade on Mustangs, and usually the first upgrade. But especially in a mirror matchup, range is so important. So 4 packs of Mustang already here, and 6 packs of Mustangs on cast side. Rhino getting mobile beaconed towards one of the towers. And yeah, this is actually already kind of a difficult situation now for Lul because of the level 2 Rhino. It will block so much damage. Lul doesn't have the most ideal damage to take down a level 2 Rhino. Taking quite some time. It's tanking all the shots, especially tanking the arc lights so the Mustangs don't die. And yeah, right side is winning pretty hard now for cast. And tower debuff. Rhino moving pretty fast. Tower debuff coming in quickly enough so the right side of cast could clean up the left side that was left of Lul. I'm assuming Lul does have a plan for the Rhino, and in general, they were kind of fine with losing this round. I don't think Lul expected to win this round. So let's see what they are going to transition into. Smoke bomb for Lul. Smoke extremely good against Mustangs, especially in a Mustang mirror again. Range is super important. And if you have more range than your opponent's Mustangs, you just win. So Smoke Bomb decreases the range of the opponent's Mustangs. Cast still picking. HP increase could be nice. And look at this. Maybe that's all the plan Lul has, and all the plan Lul needs is just buy more Mustangs. Photon coating item was picked by cast. Will go on the Rhino most likely. So this will still be... Lul can't win this round, not against this Rhino, especially with photon coating. It will be kind of similar to last round. Though Lul will probably win the left... No, never mind. No, there's a fortress as well. Otherwise Lul would have won the left side, I'm pretty sure. Oh, the sentry though on the right. That was a well-placed sentry here on the right side. Took out half of the army. So actually, just this one sentry made all the difference here. It literally won the right side, almost single-handedly. And the left side did actually also win with the help of the tower debuff, and obviously the smoke as well. Orbital coming down for Lul. Going to take down the fortress here. That's a bit risky though. If there's one... Well, there are 2 good targets now, so maybe not that risky after all. But if there's only one good target, you can just sell your good target. So if you're cast here, you could sell this fortress and just reposition it to a little bit to the side so it doesn't get hit by an orbital. Melting point coming down by Lul now. And mobile beacon, that's not going to work, it's too slow. Mobile beaconing the fortress out of the way. Well, it's also because of the smoke, I guess. But it will still get hit by the orbital. Both players with supply specialists as well. I didn't pay attention, maybe it was this turn. Probably the card this turn. And 8 packs of Mustangs here. And 7 packs of Mustangs here. So full on Mustang wars. More fortresses coming out now for Cast. So Cast is going heavily into fortresses now. And giving them the punch upgrade. The punch will actually likely take down the melting point here. Fortress falling to the orbital. Actually, punches don't even matter against the melting point. It's dying to the Mustangs and fortress. Punch is actually also pretty good against clumped up Mustangs. And without the damage of that melting point, these fortresses are not really dying. And tower debuff coming in, and this is the round for Cast here. So Cast kind of stabilizing now with the fortresses. This is my first live Mechabellum video, or it's not a video, live Mechabellum stream. Yes, I did like a couple of live streams for Shop Titans a while back. The game that I covered on this channel before I found Mechabellum. Alright, melting points with suction, with energy absorption coming down. Putting them right opposite of the fortresses. With the energy absorption, you don't actually need to disable the punches, because as long as the fortresses lock, or as long as the melting points lock onto the fortresses, they heal enough to withstand the punches. So this is like a one-on-one counter, but only as long as the melting point actually locks on to a good target here, and the good target being the fortress. If it gets stuck on Mustangs and stuff, it's not really healing and it doesn't really do much. Area item was picked by Cast. And Fang spawns coming down. Fang spawn and punches now. So the Fang spawn is really strong against the melting points, because it kind of will prevent the melting points locking on to the fortresses for the most part. However, a lot of Mustangs to back it up. Mobile beaconed Rhino coming in though, taking down the tower. And tower debuff. I still feel like the tower debuff might be a little too strong still. It was nerfed like 1 or 2 months ago or so, a while back. But I still think it might be too strong still. This tower debuff definitely decided this round. Yeah, let's see if Lul is also going to pick up EMP on the melting points. Photon emission though, if Cast also picks it, EMP doesn't really do anything, at least for the duration of Photon. Temporary range coming down, really important. Range with mating points is just so good. So they lock on quicker and ramp up their damage quicker as well. Also gives less time for other units to walk in front of the fortress. Vulcan coming down. Oh, Vulcan in the backline here could be devastating. Actually distracting all of these and taking down a lot of these as well. And sticky oil bomb by cast as well. This I really love this. I love this. Look at this. If this works, this is amazing. Vulcan dropped in the backline and oil on the ground that will get set on fire by the Vulcan and take out all of these level 2 and level 3 Mustangs. This would be insane. Let's see if this works. Vulcan coming down, oil coming down, fire coming down, and everything burns. With photon emission though, not all Mustangs die. They take reduced damage, and they were level 3, some of them. Melting points locking on and healing, and punch is not doing enough. This is actually, this looked like the round for cast here with this insane play in the back, but it was not enough. Melting points were able, I think because of the additional range, it really matters, were able to lock onto the fortresses relatively quickly, and with the self-healing, the fortress punches not doing enough. And this is the match for LoL, after all. GG was already called, yep. GG. I really loved this play. I wish Cast would have won this. I'm gonna be honest. This was awesome. If the photon emission didn't come down, these would have died. Not sure if that would have changed the outcome of this round, but that was a very cool play for sure. Yep. Alright, let's see if any other great games are still going on. Alright, Munqst won, Sacco lost, Steelsane won, Andyy won, kind of expected, Play Archer won. I don't know who Tasty Bait is. I've seen this name only for the or I've only started seeing this name 2 days ago or something. Maybe someone changed their name or something like that. And that was actually the final match, or the longest lasting match of this round. Pretty quick matches here overall, because round 1 is already over. Yeah, Mustangs are very strong at the moment. Everyone plays Mustangs and more Mustangs. And especially if you get subsidized Mustangs, you get quite a lot of value out of it if you just spam more. This pretty much turned out the way that I expected it to. LoL winning, Andyy winning, Munqst winning, Play Archer. Yeah, let's see. Why am I not playing? Because I wanted to cast this. I literally, I have time today because I don't have my dog to take care of. Otherwise I usually need to go outside around this time. And today I have time and I wanted to cast and see how this goes. If people are interested in something like this. I had the idea to try this at least once. I might do this again next Wednesday, same time. Also for the mini tournament European. But let's see if you guys enjoyed. Alright, let's see. next matches. Lul versus Skip, Munqst, play Archer. So I would either watch Munqst or I think I want to watch Andyy, to be honest, versus Tasty Bait, because I'm still not sure who Tasty Bait is. And Andyy is a very, very strong player. And I spectated Munqst way too much the past couple of days. So I feel like spectating Andyy versus Tasty Bait. Also, I featured Munqst, I think, multiple times already in my videos, so I don't want this channel to be too Munqst focused. Professionally, I'm in IT and I am self-employed. I have a couple of contracts running that I need to fulfill, but on my own time, so that's fine. And how did I discover Mechabellum? I am German, or German-born, and I watched a German streamer, or like a group of streamers. They are called Bonjour. They were playing Mechabellum, and yeah, that's how I saw it. They were streaming it, and I really enjoyed the look of it. And then I started playing for like, I don't know, an hour. And then I was like, I don't like this. And I actually stopped playing Mechabellum for, I don't know, 4 weeks. So I played 1 hour, then stopped for 4 weeks. And then I came back and played for, I don't know, I have like 500 hours now in the game or something. I don't know why it didn't click with me at first. I think there was no proper tutorial or something, and I don't know. I was overwhelmed, I think. Alright, let's see here. Tasty Bait versus Andyy. Tasty Bait, supply specialist, crawlers and sledgehammers. Andyy is a rhino specialist with started with fangs and phoenixes and added some arc lights. And Andyy is going aggressively. So Andyy is kind of doing what I expected Lul to do last match. Going aggressive here with arc lights and phoenixes on one side. And wow, would you look at that? There are Mustangs already. Supply specialist, 50 extra credits, so Tasty Bait could unlock Mustangs and buy a pack of Mustangs round 1. Yeah, I'm telling you, Mustangs right now, they are the meta. If you don't buy Mustangs, you lose. Kind of. Not always, but Mustangs are, in my opinion, the single S tier unit at the moment, as I mentioned earlier already. However, round 1 here, Fangs blocking for a decent amount of time and arc lights taking down the crawlers and Mustangs really quickly. Phoenix is behind to take down the sledgehammers as well. So this is already a very balanced, good start here by Andyy, the starting composition that is. This is very hard to beat early on. Oh, also let me actually turn off the chat so we don't get spoiled by anything. Because the chat is not delayed, but the gameplay we see is delayed. Okay. Missile strike for Tasty Bait here, and also for Andyy. Missile strike early on, yeah, this really helps. Defending for Tasty Bait here, for sure. And actually, ooh, would you look at this jump drive by Andyy already, moving the phoenixes, and one of the phoenix packs is now not getting hit by the missile strike. Putting an arc light in the flank here. and some fangs in front will be able to deal with the crawlers and the mustangs if not answered. So Andy's actually just going to let these phoenixes here all by themselves on this side because there's no anti-air here. Kind of risky. Feel like it's a possibility that Tasty Bait just puts mustangs here as well. Even with asymmetrical aggression, at least me, I like to also cover the other side as soon as possible. Tower falling. Phoenix is not very good at taking down a lot of crawlers here. However, there's literally a single Mustang that needs to deal with the Phoenixes. Oh, that zoom went wrong. That one Mustang needs to deal with 4 Phoenixes now. I'm not sure that's going to happen. I mean, it can, but I don't think the damage is not high enough. It takes too long. Also, it just got targeted. Rip. Is that enough time? Yes. 4 Phoenixes taking out everything. Incendiary, Photon, charged ammo, extremely strong on Mustangs. Nothing really to... well, charged ammo could slow the Rhino. I think Tasty Bait skipped and Andy is picked the Incendiary Bomb, which will wreck everything over here. All these crawlers, these fangs and these Mustangs. Level 2 Rhino now for Andy. Rhino Specialist Rhino coming down. Kind of standard positioning in the middle, with some crawlers in front with a little bit of spacing, which is smart. So these will tank any sentry missiles, and then the Rhino can move in at full speed. No barrier coming down or anything. Incendiary extremely strong, and the Rhino now moving in. Not in time. Crawlers came back. They were distracted here on the left side by the flank a little bit, but they came back in time to at least distract the Rhino for a moment. However, the right side already took the tower. With the fire on the ground, barely anything lived for a reasonable amount of time. So, looking pretty good at the moment for Andy here. Yeah, Tasty Bait needs to stabilize. It's kind of slipping here. Advanced firepower control system, extremely strong on Mustangs. Charged ammo once again. Also Mustang item, but at the same time only 2 Mustangs here and both level 1, so not that great. I mean, charged ammo could still be decent. However, super heavy armor coming down for Andy. Now on the Rhino. 115,000 health already. And is he getting another fortress? Oh no, he can't. So Tasty Bait is defending this tower now. However, that is the advantage of having this Rhino in the middle, because you can just mobile beacon it to the other tower. You can decide round after round, I want to attack this tower or I want to attack this tower. And now they are just moving it around, and Tasty Bait has the defense in the wrong spot. So Fortress on the left, not going to do much. And the Rhino with the Phoenixes, Jump Drive Phoenixes in the back as well. We'll have a good time here on the right tower. And also a sentry here on the left tower as well, but it doesn't really matter because everything is going on the right. Sentry taking down like 2 crawlers. This is not looking good for Tasty. Tower is going to fall. Tower debuff though, not doing that much. This army on the left side will be without debuff. Yeah, already debuff is gone. Let's see how this engagement goes. 4 level 2 Phoenixes though. Can they take down the fortress? Finally attacking the fortress. However, now the tower debuff coming in. So maybe actually this might be the round for Tasty. Spoke too soon. It is not the round for Tasty. But it's not as hard of a loss, kind of, I would guess, as expected. Still though, Tasty in the ropes, on the ropes, however you say that, could die any turn now. Battleship, I think is a good choice here. It's an active that definitely can win this round by itself, if not answered by Andyy. And they really need a round. If not this round, then it's too late. So investing some money into an active like this is not a bad idea. However, Andyy, the smart player, he is moving back his Phoenixes to cover against the battleship here. Not sure if it's enough. 2 level 2 Phoenixes. Honestly not sure. The battleship might take out... It will definitely take out one of the packs, might also take out the second pack, but not sure. Don't think so. I think the 2 level 2 Phoenixes are enough. Melting Point coming down with tank production line for Andyy. I really love tank production line, by the way. Every 13 seconds, that's so fast. A lot of sledgehammers spawning. And here we go. Moving in now to the left tower. Rhino on a mission. However, actually, the battleship did take the tower and is also taking out the other pack of Phoenixes because the tower fell and the tower debuff was so strong. So the 2 Phoenixes were not enough after all. I expected, to be honest, the Overlord to not target the tower after taking out one of the Phoenix packs, but instead go for the other Phoenixes. Is that enough though? It still doesn't look like it. Tower debuff though, again. I feel like this comes down to tower debuff timing so much. This Rhino will finally fall, and yeah, I think this is finally enough. Very good. Tasty winning the first round here. Let's hope Tasty can fully stabilize and we can see a longer match. However, this round definitely was won by the Overlord drop. So let's see if Tasty can also get something done this round without that active. Senior attack specialist for Tasty. And deployment specialist for Andyy. Not sure. I feel like this late deployment specialist is not that great, but it's okay, I guess. But I also would have picked senior attack specialist, to be honest. But Andyy definitely at least as good as I am, probably better. Very experienced. I've seen Andyy around for a very long time. Also regularly winning tournaments. Once again, Rhino and the Phoenixes going in on the left tower here. A wasp flank coming in now by Tasty, trying to somehow win around with some interesting tricks here. Wasp flank with mobile beacon towards the towers, and they will actually come in. Oil here to slow down the Rhino and in general the push towards the tower. This fortress though getting targeted super quickly by mating points and the Phoenixes. This tower is going to fall any second now. However, was taking down the tower first. And right side is actually winning again. Okay, this is interesting. The Wasps now will take the other tower. And that tower debuff might be what Tasty needs to beat this. Tower debuff. Now quickly take out as much as you can. Yeah, this is looking good. The Wasp flank with the mobile beacon made all the difference here. Without those tower debuffs, no way. But yeah, the flank, but also the oil definitely helped to delay this a little bit. So Tasty actually got the tower first, just because of the oil. Amp core for Andyy. Skill specialist could help. But also only really if it goes on for a little bit longer. Actually no. Andyy is also really low now, so this could be the last round already. But actually did pick skill specialist. Just for the missile strike. Hey, look at that! 4 packs of ranged Mustangs coming in down for Andyy. Let's see if this wins Andyy the match now. Mustangs, yay! 4 bubbles for Tasty. Flames coming down again. However, bubbles now, that's why the bubbles came down. Wasps also moved with jump drive. Now mobile beaconed through the middle here and towards the left tower. Kind of interesting. Crawlers mobile beacon through the middle for some reason. Flanks getting taken out by the Mustangs pretty quickly. Was going through the middle and actually distracting here for quite a while. And coming through to the tower possibly. So the Wasps here with the mobile beacon, so good. And taking the tower, this was insane. Very well played by Tasty. This mobile beacon with the Wasps here, super good. And actually winning the left side now. Left side was lost every turn, I feel like. It's the first time left side won on Tasty's side. Tower debuff now though, on the right. Is this enough? Mating point locking on, taking down Watt Fortress real quick. This might actually still be enough to be Andy's round. It's really close. Yep, it's still enough. Actually, the oil, I just noticed the oil was still here, and the oil kind of hurt Tasty this round. Tech specialist for both, and Tasty at 62 HP, but it's still anyone's game. Just can't lose another round. But these wasps here in the middle with the mobile beacon, super good. Distracting the melting point as well as taking the tower was so good. Another fortress and double tech. Range and fangs. Fortress is now outranging the melting points, which is very important. Amplifying core here on the level 2 Mustangs in the back. Battleship coming down again. However, double bubble here. And the Mustangs inside the bubbles, so this mobile battleship will not do anything this turn. And there's a flank fortress. Will take a while to get in and take the tower, but it will do work up here. Temporary range coming down, super important. No temporary range for Andyy. I feel like later on in the rounds, especially with these types of engagements, you need temporary range. It can lose you the game if you don't get it. And now the range fortresses... What the... Okay, because the fortress pulled back or pulled away these Mustangs, this was actually still enough for the mobile battleship to get in and get the tower after all. No way. Andyy falling apart here. Fortresses actually working out. However, once again, tower debuff now. And still this small pack of elite units that we already had last turn take out everything. They might still be able to. EMP disabling tech. Nope. Oh, taking down the fortress though. That's not enough damage anymore. Yep. Just one fortress was taken down, and that was actually enough to not lose here. Wow, what a game. Round 9. Both players... So this will be the last round, there's no way. Both players super low now. Heavy armor for Andyy. I'm still super surprised that this worked here. The mobile battleship with 2 bubbles and these Mustangs. But these Mustangs and everything were distracted by this fortress. This was so good. And a ton of actives here on Tasty Bait's side. Coming down now. Oil. Missile strike. Orbital bombardment. More melting points here now. With suction and EMP. I still feel like they need range. At least temporary range this turn by Andyy. Should have already gotten it last turn in my opinion. Wasps here in front of the fortress to tank. And that will be important because there's a melting point here now. More fortresses coming down. And this orbital and the missile strike could actually take out quite a few Mustangs here. So let's see who wins, fortresses or melting points. Flank fortress not doing much, getting locked on. Disable tech, no fangs spawning and no range. Actually now walking into range and getting taken down by the melting points. This is a slaughter. I did not expect this to be this this hard of a win for Andyy this turn. So this is GG. That's a ton of damage. Wow, well played by Andyy. How much damage is this? Minus 2,999. Yeah, GG's. Yeah, EMP was super important here to disable the tag. No more fangs spawning in front, so melting points don't get distracted, as well as no additional range on the fortress, so the fortress could not outrange the melting point anymore. Also temporary range picked by Andyy here. I still think This is very undervalued. This was so important. I think this was super important this turn, and it could have been very important last turn. But yeah, this flank taken care of, and no battleship drop this turn, no tower falling quickly, and that was good enough for Andyy to take this. Nice match though, very well played, GG's. And once again, this was the longest match. So I picked 2 times, I picked the longest match, the most interesting match possibly. Very good, very good. And wow, this is kind of as expected. Once again, lol, Andyy, Munqst, Steelsane. Very predictable kind of tournament so far. Okay, we already watched lol and we already watched Andyy. I give you guys like 10 seconds, 20 seconds, whatever, to decide if you have any favorite of these 2 matches. lol versus Steelsane or Munqst versus Andyy. I am up for suggestions. I would watch either. Yeah, in my book, both of these are equal, literally. Like, we already saw Andyy and we already saw lol. We didn't see Steelsane, we didn't see Munqst, and skill-wise, these are also equal in my opinion. So, okay, I see Munqst once. That's my choice then. Let's go for Munqst versus Andyy. Hello. Bakudan. What's up? Yeah, could have tossed a coin, but it's fine. Andyy versus Munqst. Definitely an interesting match for sure. Let's see if they can live up to the hype. Quick supply, steel ball crawler. Okay, this is a Munqst special coming in. Munqst going aggressive for sure, with steel balls and crawlers, and yeah, quick supply is perfect for this. And they are playing aggressively. And Andyy is supply specialist with crawlers and stormcallers. Adding some arc lights. Munqst as well. Okay, this is going to be interesting. We haven't seen a proper aggression game so far, and Munqst obviously going to deliver. Saving 200 credits. Not going for too heavy of an investment round 1. Still wants to see what Andyy is doing first before they fully commit to their credits. Tower debuff. And this is round 1 for Munqst. Pretty sure, unless these are insane. No, they are not. 2 steel balls going to take down the rest. In the dead zone of the stormcallers. Did I pick the longest game? Yeah, we will see. We will find out. With aggression, maybe not. Either it's aggression usually either gets countered pretty hard or it runs over the opponent pretty hard. So aggression games are usually not the longest. Missile strike for Munqst. Very much value here. Going to take out these storm crawlers, a couple of crawlers, and damage the Arclight as well. Andyy also going for missile strike. And Munqst added some units on the left side now. So they are spreading out, they are kind of hedging, they are playing a bit more conservative aggression, I would say. Not all in on one side. It's much better to spread out. At higher ranks, you want to be a bit unpredictable, a bit more unpredictable, and also not have everything, all your eggs in one basket, kind of, let's say that. So if everything is in one spot, it can get easily countered, kind of, by a few answers just on this side. So Munqst now also on the left side, and also some phoenixes here, by the way. And there's no anti-air, so the phoenixes alone will win this round, no matter what. More Arclights here by Andyy. I personally do not like the Arclight answer to Steel Balls. I get it, and it can work, but if it doesn't work, like it is right now, if you don't kill a lot of units, you don't get the XP, and Arclights are only really good if you can level them. Otherwise, they don't deal enough damage to take out Steel Balls or anything that has a little bit more health. And you just fall further and further behind because your opponent gets levels and you don't get levels on your units. Orbital for Munqst, super strong here if it lands. Very bad for Andyy. Crawlers with Arclight behind on the left, so spreading out even further, putting more aggression across all over the place, basically. So Andyy has to spread thinner all over the place to defend. Orbital coming down. No barrier. Instead there were phoenixes added, but the phoenixes got also obliterated by the orbital. Just one left. And yeah, this is again, Munqst is just rolling over Andyy at the moment. Let's hope Andyy can somehow stabilize. By the way, Munqst here with the level 2 towers. So Munqst likes to do this, play aggressively and level the towers once for the additional health, so they don't get easily sniped by some cheeky flank here. Strike Specialist for Munqst and extended Arclight range for Andyy. Munqst also on the right side now. Arclights with range, and there are now fortresses on the board to deal with the Steel Walls and the Arclights. Also provide some health on the board that can tank some shots for the phoenixes in the back. This one Arclight actually taking the tower on the left. Right tower falling as well. But it seems, without this tower falling, I'm pretty sure Andyy would have won this round, and they might still win this round. It's not over yet. Actually, they are winning because there's no anti-air left on Munqst's side. By the way, look at this tower. It takes one phoenix forever to kill this tower. So one level on the tower to upgrade the health is actually quite good when you are playing aggressively. So you don't need to worry about protecting your flanks and your backside as much. So even if there are like crawlers here or something, they take forever to take down this tower. And that, because it will take so long, it will not really change the outcome of the round. So 1 level on each tower as an aggressive player like this is very good. Deployment module on these steel boards here on Munqst's side. So they moved them over. He moved them over from the right side to the left here. And mobile beginning them in from the left towards the tower. Melting point now. Munqst reacting to the fortress. And Andyy is adding more fortress. With senior manufacturing specialist, by the way, so the fortresses only cost 350 here. Let's see if these steel bolts come through. The range on these arc lights though. Steel bolts. Nah, barely falling in time. However, this one arc light again on the left side, it's not getting taken down. Right tower now falling as well. I feel like Andyy should win this. Like, pretty hard. However, with this one tower falling on the left side because of this one arc light here, it's kind of infuriating that this one arc light is making such a big difference. So Andyy is winning this round, but not nearly as hard as I feel they should. Andyy should upgrade these towers too, right? Yeah, actually, I feel like this would make such a big difference. This one tower, or both towers actually, so they don't fall to the arc lights. This would make a big difference. But I feel like Andyy is probably like myself and still doesn't really acknowledge the existence of the tower upgrades. Because I also never pick them. I don't even think about them because I never pick them. So in my head it doesn't even exist. And I'm assuming it's probably similar for Andyy. Because unless you are an aggressive player like this, and also only recently, and also I feel like only Munqst is doing this anyways, only recently anyone has even done this, upgrading the tower to level 2. Really nobody does this, but it makes actually sense in both these scenarios, both as the aggressor here as well as if you're on Andyy's side, to protect against these pesky 2 arc lights here left and right. And now with the redeployment module on the right side, the steel bolts trying to come in. However, smoke bomb coming down. Not going to matter to the steel bolts, but it's going to matter to these 2 melting points here. They will need to walk in much closer and get actually attacked probably by the fortresses. Bubbles now down though. Bubbles also protecting the towers. And finally, left side arclight was taken care of. And with the smoke here, melting points also so close. Again, as I said, now in range of the fortress. And fortress, very strong damage. Taking down both of them. And oh my god, how much damage? Oh my god. I don't even realize how many fortresses were still alive. GG, this was complete destruction the last round. Okay, this was great. Yeah, for once these arc lights didn't get the towers, and all of a sudden Andyy wins, like, yeah, with 3000 damage or something. What a massacre indeed. Well played, well played. So yeah, I feel like Andyy should have stabilized even like 1 or 2 rounds earlier. But anyways, they did after all, and yeah. Also thanks to Munqst, by the way, to do an aggressive match. Good for variety reasons. Very interesting. Round 6 over though, not that long. Let's see if anything else is going on. So yeah, not the longest game, the other game was longer, so let's check it out, it's still going on. Oh, no Mustangs that round. Right. Nobody, right? None of the two had Mustangs. No way. Yeah, if only Munqst had built some Mustangs, Munqst would have won for sure. Not being serious by the way, but... okay, so, let's see. Wow, both so much health still, round 5. So this is definitely going to be a long game, it looks like. Let's figure out what's going on. So Lul is Aerial Specialist and Deployment Specialist. Steelsane, Marksman Specialist and Deployment Specialist. Okay. And it seems like Steelsane is winning pretty hard this round. Fortresses on Lul's side and Sledges and Marksman on Steelsane's side. No, I have lost connection. Do I need to reconnect? I might need to reconnect. Let me... Am I still live? Wait! Steelsane has won? Why? Okay, this match is over after all. I don't know, something was delayed. Well, it feels like it was even further delayed, the spectate. The next round was already over and apparently Steelsane did enough damage. So, no clue what happened there. Let's check out the final match before we get into the final match of this round until we get into the actual final of the tournament. Okay, that's a lot of fortresses. Fortress, 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 and some melting points. And Mustangs and Mustangs. Wow. I feel like we've seen this match before. Fortress and melting points and Mustangs. So Skip is going aggressive here. Defending the flank. The flank is fine. So basically it comes down to this here, and I feel like it looks in Tasty Bait's favor because of the melting points, but let's see. A bit hard to fully understand what's going on in a moment if you haven't seen the rest of the match. But yeah, it looks like this is going to be a win for Tasty Bait, right? Seems like. Quite tanky fortress though here with the amplifying core. But wait, there are Mustangs. Mustangs and Mustangs. And these Mustangs are taking the tower. Look at that. There were like 2 melting points, 2 fortresses and I don't know what, and 2 packs of Mustangs on the opposing side, and guess who wins? Mustangs once again. Look at this. This is so stupid. Why do these Mustangs win this matchup? This should not have happened, in my opinion. This is stupid. Tasty Bait at 99 HP. So, still able to win this. Mustangs with good items here though. Both the haste module is really strong as well as charged ammo as well. And there's going to be photon emission coming down on this big pack here, which will make quite the difference, I'm thinking. EMP melters. Very good. The barriers will fall basically instantly. And that's it actually. There's not... well, they can disable the range on the Mustangs. Not on this pack though. Wait, can this? No. Yeah, this can't get EMP'd. Right? Wait, does this? I'm actually not sure. Does this protect against the EMP missiles from melting points? I'm actually not sure. Immune to electromagnetic interference. So this is electromagnetic interference also, right? I know that it also refers to the tower debuff and also hacking, obviously. But I think it also protects against this as well. But yeah, anyways. The barriers are going to go down super quickly. Melting points taking quite a while though to take down these fortresses with photon emission. And they're actually moving in. However, yeah, this looks like it's stabilizing, but it also looked like that last turn, I feel like, and then the Mustangs came in. But it seems like this turn it's better for Tasty Bait. Mustang's kind of annoying here for all these big targets, both Fortress and Melting Points, taking quite some time to take these down. But it is enough now. Alright, Tasty Bait, once again, winning with very little health. GG's. Alright, this was the last match of this round. Let's see the final match, which will be between Andyy and Steelsane. Very good matchup. Me turn on music again. Stream has already going for so long that my playlist ran out. Alright, back with the StarCraft. How are minor points calculated? Minor points, you get 1 minor point. So if you beat a person, then that person can gain you minor points by defeating other people. So for example, Andyy right now has 6 minor points and they beat Andyy, Tasty Bait and Munqst. So Andyy, Tasty Bait and Munqst together won 6 matches. That's why Andyy has 6 minor points. Alright, here are the finals. Andyy versus Steelsane. Let's see. Sounds like a pyramid scheme. It kind of is. It kind of is, yeah. Kind of works like that. Kind of funky intermission music. Good tournament though, so far though. Couple of good matches. I've definitely seen less interesting tournaments. Let's hope the final can live up to it. Because I feel like finals are a lot of the time not interesting. Like 4 out of 5 final matches are super one-sided and end by like round 5 or round 6. Let's see if this is any different. Hello Greg, how's it going? Hello to France. Alright, let's see what they pick here. Andyy, a marksman specialist, crawler, stormcaller, and Steelsane quick supply specialist with crawlers and sledgehammers. I think this is also why I like Andyy so much. Andyy plays a lot like me. I feel like Andyy has exactly my playstyle. I would have also picked this opener. Positioning, also very similar. Definitely like this. Let's see if Steelsane is going to do anything with the quick supply, or if they are also going to save some credits. And they are actually doing something. They are picking up some phoenixes. Some crawlers in the corner and behind the tower. And Andyy is adding arc lights. Good choice here to deal with the crawlers. Blizzard is... I actually checked, and Blizzard is fine with their music being used. They have some... they actually have a website on their... or a subsection of their website dedicated to exactly that. At least that's how I understood it, and so far it has worked out with the music. Phoenix, not enough. Marksman can take one shot at level 3 and is able to take down the phoenixes. I don't really like that these always show up round 2 so much. I really like mass-produced Melting Point and mass-produced Overlords and all those kinds of mass-produced giants. However, they always show up round 2, it feels like, and round 2 is too early to pick this. You can't really build these round 2, and if you pick it, you already give away your hand. Your opponent will see that you picked that card and gets ready to counter it already. So I feel like round 2 is too early to pick this. Anyways, Andyy picked Underground Threat here in the middle, will distract all of these crawlers. Steelsane also, Underground Threat. By the way, I wanted to talk about this and I'm glad someone is doing it. Steelsane is putting a pack of fangs here in the front middle. This will attract all these crawlers. It should at least. Maybe it's not far enough in front, or the arrows here are incorrect. But it should attract all these crawlers from behind the tower, and this way these crawlers will not split behind the tower and just walk towards the middle. Actually not all, because they were not far in front enough. I think they had to go in front a little bit further. And this way you can attract the crawlers from behind the tower in the middle and they clump up and you can take them out more easily. I got so distracted by these fangs and the crawler action that I didn't fully pay attention to the rest that happened this turn. Still seems like very much the same composition on both sides. Tower timing, not in favor of Andyy this turn. Ooh, Elite Mustang. Let's see if someone picks it. It's a bit risky because it's so expensive. And so early, it's not a lot of credits yet. Yeah, skip and what was that? Missile device specialist. And there are Stormcallers on Steelsane's side now. I think both players just added some Fangs last turn. So Fangs here, Fangs and Fangs and Fangs. And Andy is now picking up a Vulcan. So will we see some classic Vulcan marksman gameplay? I haven't seen that in a bit. It's gotten out of favor, it seems like, ever since both units were nerfed, both marksmen as well as Vulcans. You don't see them as often anymore, compared to like 3-4 weeks ago. These crawlers though, coming in and actually starting to take out the Stormcrawlers here. So far, or right now, the best damage here, especially against the Vulcan, comes from the Stormcrawlers. I don't really like this. If you are Steelsane here, it's not a comfortable position. You don't want to rely on the damage of the Stormcrawlers too much. So Steelsane definitely needs more hard damage to deal with something like a Vulcan. That is not a Stormcaller, because Stormcallers can just get countered pretty easily in one turn by just putting down a missile interceptor to it. However, Steelsane picking up subsidized Stormcallers. Let's see if we can get a Stormcaller spam game. And if this is coming down to mass Stormcallers versus mass missile interceptor turrets or something. Let's see. Yeah, 2 more Stormcallers added on Steelsane's side. I do not really like that Steelsane is putting these Stormcallers all vertically though. Vertical Stormcallers are getting intercepted more easily by the missile interceptor turrets, because the missiles arrive at, they are staggered, they arrive one after the other kind of, instead of all at the same time. And yeah, Andy already added 2 missile interceptor turrets, one left, one right. Not enough to intercept everything, but it's already mitigating so much damage. These crawlers coming through the middle, once again, distracting and damaging the Stormcallers, both left and right. Second Vulcan added, by the way, on the right side by Andy. Damage is still enough. Stormcallers and 1 pack of level 2 Phoenixes enough to take down that Vulcan. Oh, that's not good. This is going to fall. Yep. 1 missile interceptor turret got taken down. Feels bad. Also, this barrier will fall as well. And this no! This feels so bad when you're Andy. Losing both missile interceptor turrets and that bubble here. Just because there were 2 Stormcallers, I think, still inside that bubble. If they would have died earlier, the round would have ended and things would have survived. Very bad for Andy here. But by the way, that's also something that's a bit stupid about the missile interceptor turrets. If they don't die, you just keep getting value and value and value out of it round after round, and you can more easily just build more, and they stack up, and eventually you have so many that Stormcallers can't do anything. And it's win more basically. If you win, you keep winning because you keep having these missile interceptor turrets. And if you're losing this value, and yeah. I don't really like the concept. Either you win more or you lose harder. It's a bit stupid. But anyways. Mechanical Rage on the Sledgehammers. Not sure if it was picked this turn. I didn't see it before. Still 4 packs of Stormcallers. 2 missile interceptor turrets now, left and right. So Andy is doubling down on the missile interceptor turrets. I feel like there need to be a little bit more anti-air maybe for these 2 Phoenixes. feel like these make the difference still on this side. But maybe I'm wrong now. Maybe 2 missile interceptor turrets change the outcome here. It doesn't really look like it. Barely? Barely, actually. This sniper, yep, okay. Never mind. This was enough. Sniper was able to take down both phoenixes. And now these do nothing. The rest of the Stormcallers are just useless now. Just getting intercepted and get taken down by this Vulcan with almost no HP, but not a single rocket could get through anymore. Speed spec and acid. Redeployment picked by Steelsane. I don't really like these cards that much, so I'm not sure what's Andyy going to pick here. Speed specialist, actually. Get in faster to the Stormcallers, and Andyy is doubling down. Not Andyy, Steelsane is doubling down. Getting actually the incendiary bomb tag on the Stormcallers and redeploying one of the packs to the left here as well. So there are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 6 packs of Stormcallers on the left here with fire. I don't think 2 missile interceptor turrets can intercept all of this. So let's see if this is now enough to overcome the left side. Actually, there's 1 more missile interceptor turret now. So 3 turrets versus 6 Stormcallers. And okay, yeah, Andyy is adding some marksmen. Like I was thinking last round, Andyy needs a bit better damage and more damage against both the phoenixes as well as the sledgehammers. Fire on the ground, so not everything was intercepted. 3 turrets, not enough to intercept everything. But still though, I think the Vulcan... No, actually, okay, now it's getting hit. Now it's too many missiles all at once. So this is a critical mass to overcome these missile interceptor turrets now. Right side though, getting lost pretty hard. Crawlers overrunning those Stormcallers here. Oh, that sentry though. Sentry taking out all those crawlers. Honestly, at this point, I wish Andyy would transition into phoenixes as well. Now with the fire on the ground. So phoenixes would be similar to the snipers. Good damage against the sledgehammers as well as the phoenix here. And also they are in the air, so the fire from the Stormcallers doesn't actually matter. So I really like, or would like personally, phoenixes here on Andyy's side. Or even overlords, maybe with mothership upgrade. Couple of wasps to tank. And Steelsane is actually going for more phoenixes with range. And smoke bomb here on top, on the left. And there are 5 missile interceptor turrets now. Yep, I actually predicted this the moment Steelsane picked subsidized Stormcallers. It's going to be mass Stormcallers versus mass missile interceptor turrets. Okay, actually going for air, Andyy, but for wasps here. Triple wasps. Very strong choice as well. As soon as these couple of fangs fall in the front, there are only the phoenixes left that can attack air, and they take quite a while to take down these wasps here. Level on the Stormcallers does not change interception, no. That's why leveling Stormcallers is kind of bad right now, I think. It's for the most part wasted money. Smoke bomb blocked for the most part. And let's see, right side though, the wasps are on the right side and they are completely uncontested, so right side is completely getting run over. by the Wasps. Left side though, the turrets working overtime, 6 turrets. But it's not enough. With the Phoenix support, Phoenix is taking down the Vulcan. However, right side now finally through and taking the tower. Tower debuff and Wasps coming in. And these Wasps are going to be MVP here, it seems like. Buying so much time and taking down the Phoenixes as well. Yep, Phoenix, the Wasp call was very, very strong here by Andyy. Very good. Nice, nice pick. Orbital Javelin for Steelsane and also for Andyy. The orbital coming down to take down the turrets. You don't see that often. An orbital javelin just to take down 4 missile interceptor turrets here. And on the other hand, Andyy is targeting these 2 packs of leveled Stormcallers. Oil coming down by Andyy as well. Range on the marksman. Is Steelsane going to react to the Wasps, is my question. They are, with fangs and range, okay. And they put the fangs in the back, yep, okay. Steelsane is reacting properly or appropriately to the Wasps. With fangs in the back, so they are alive for long enough for the Wasps to fly in. And extra range, so they can actually take down the Wasps and not die too quickly themselves. Hey, Mobile Beacon Crawler. You don't see that often anymore because barely anyone plays Stormcallers anymore. These will distract these Stormcallers for quite some time. Okay, this... Wow, only 2 of the towers actually died, I think. The orbital lance, whatever it's called, I forgot, did not take out as many missile interceptor turret as it looked like it would. Missile, not enough to take down the Wasps, because the Wasps also have shield now. Taking down the right tower once again. Is it enough this turn though? Not a lot of Wasps left. However, they also have shields, so they take quite a while to die. Vulcan still goes down. Is that enough damage? It's so close. How much damage is that? Oh, it is. Okay, GG's. Well played. This was a good final after all, so not a short match. This was MVP last turn and also did so much this turn still, with the shield coming through still and taking the tower. So Stormcallers not winning. Hey, also I just noticed another match without any Mustangs. Wow. You cannot believe it. Also a final match without Mustangs, so no one got tempted to play Mustangs. And yeah, missile interceptor turrets, who would have thought, kind of strong against Stormcallers, and at the same time Stormcallers kind of not strong ever since the missile interceptor turret was introduced. So yeah, I feel like one patch ago, or one big patch ago, before the missile interceptor turrets were a thing, Steelsane would have won this matchup. But with the towers, yeah, no way. Alright. Well played, GG's. And this was the final match, and it was also the longest match, because we are on the screen, so all matches are finished. Very good. Alright, GG's. Well played to Andyy. I hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed this a lot, actually. I like casting this, especially live with a little bit of feedback and also some of your input as well. Some things I only mentioned because I saw them in the chat, so you guys helped me out as well. But yeah, I will probably do this again next Wednesday, I'm thinking. So Wednesdays I usually have time around this time of day because I can take the time since my dog is not here. And yeah, I can do another live stream just like this next Wednesday at the same time. Just arrived. Yeah, unlucky, Daniel. This video will go up as a... Yeah, or this live stream will go up as a video on the channel. If you go to the live section on my YouTube channel here, you will see this uploaded. I don't know, maybe right away or something. I'm not sure how this works, but you can figure it out. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for watching. I really enjoyed it and hope you're having a good day. Take care and bye.